Hello once again, I am Jim Dukart with T&D How Videos. Today I am on special assignment in the southwestern Gulf Coast region of Florida, a few days after Hurricane Irma has slammed into the state. What we will be focusing on today are the efforts of mutual assistance crews from all over the country that come into Florida to help the local utilities restore power. This video is sponsored by Burns and McDonnell, and we want to thank both Kansas City Power and Light and CenterPoint Energy for their cooperation. And in fact, these shots here are of a Home Depot parking lot that CenterPoint Energy crews are using as a staging area for their work. And I caught up with one of their supervisors.
We parked the stage trucks here.
Okay.
We've got another spot down the road that we commandeered and we're going to stage at tonight.
Okay.
And then they got us put up in the hotel.
All right.
Load up and pick up some vans and go grab a bite to eat, grab a box lunch, and drop off laundry and stuff. So we've been on the road, I think today's the 11th day
11 days on the road.
so far.
And that, again, that's on the heels of all the stuff you had to do in Houston.
And here is this particular CenterPoint Energy crew out to restore a downed power line. 3 trees came down on it in Bonita Springs. Next, I got a call and went north to join a Kansas City Power and Light crew near Punta Gorda. And as we approach this KCP&L, Kansas City Power and Light Mutual Assistance crew near Punta Gorda, I'm going to turn the narration over to our supervisor on the job here, Randy.
They have guys running ahead of us, scouts,
Right.
that scout the tickets ahead of us, and then they find it usually, and then we route our guys out and do the work. DG&E's here, XL Energy from Minnesota, Kansas City Power and Light, Michaels. We got 3.
Now, the task at hand here for KCP&L today is to restore this 3-phase primary that runs along this road here near Punta Gorda. And they brought down 14 bucket trucks. They've been deployed to different parts of Florida for the past 8 or 10 days, and they do not know how much longer they will be here. Once they get this primary restored, it is time to go back and check all the perpendicular secondaries to make sure that they are safe to re-energize on the primary.
We got to walk back here to this distribution line with KCP&L.
And you just saw and heard me walking back to one secondary. Some are drivable, as is this one.
So they're just going through now to check another couple of lines, right? See if they're down or not.
Correct.
As long as they're up, we're good, because then they can turn everything hot again.
Right, as long as there's no, the primary and the neutral are up, and they are, as long as there's no trees into it.
Right.
Right, we've got to patrol it all, make sure it's all up and in good shape before we can heat it up.
Now, on this location, there are numerous secondary drops to check. It's a long and time-consuming process on a hot and humid day, but absolutely necessary. And you can see that some of these locations are not necessarily that easy to get to and survey. Some challenging driving conditions here.
Vance, here comes somebody down the road. Hang on a second.
And here is something you will also encounter on these jobs, and that is a homeowner returning to their property.
You're welcome.
And now that all the secondaries have been checked, we can drive into a tricky location to reach in order to close in the cutout and restore power to this primary line. And as he closes in this fuse or cutout, you will hear the phrase, "No noise is good noise," meaning any secondary that would blow would result in a noise here. If it's quiet, it's good.
No noise is good noise, right?
We have an out-of-town overtime list that everybody's on, and we just take turns. Guys take turns going.
You bring all these buckets down from Kansas City, right?
Oh yeah. That's an ordeal.
Right. And so, how long a drive is that down here? That's got to be a 20-hour.
I just looked today just to see what it was going to take us to get back. It's going to be about a 23-hour drive to get back, which will probably take us 2 days, maybe just slightly over 2.
And you don't know when
big
that'll
trucks,
be.
we're about 1,400 miles